you have Blackjack, another player with LAN experience. We've definitely seen him around. Ryuga, has he been to a LAN? I have no idea.
Honestly, I could not tell you.
Well, we also have Oregon and KGP. So, yeah, those are our teams.
But, you know, that's one of the great things is you meet so many people here. So many people. I mean, like, if you would have given me a list, I probably only would have heard of half of the people attending this thing, right? And that's not like, I mean, you know, you want as close of a knit community as possible, but in a lot of ways, not knowing people means that it's larger, right? The people that are here are only a sample of the entire Splatoon community.
But I say this like every time I commentate, and not only do you like meet a bunch of people, you said it's a sample. You get like so many different samples of different people, different,
totally.
And then when it comes to the game, you get different play styles, different personalities, ideas. You get to see so much different things, especially when you look at these bronze pools, see, you know, who is playing what, how do these teams interact with each other, and how they, you know, we're going to see how they play here on Splat Zone's Wahoo Road, which is going to be our game 1 here in this round 2 of bronze pools. Zone's Wahoo, what a map, what a map
Indeed. Everyone's favorite amusement park, but Wahoo being more of a open map overall. Zone is actually the only circle zone, which is pretty easy. You know, it's sitting right there on top of the carousel. But so always fun to see. You know, we'll see here what both of these teams come out with. It looks like we've got. So it looks like we're expecting to see some Splattershot pros and dualies come out from at least Furika.
That sounds normal.
That sounds about normal.
That sounds like what you want.
That sounds like what you'd probably
I know
expect.
that pro is a pretty strong weapon here. Booyah doing great at, I mean, capping zone, putting pressure on enemy team backline, which, by the way, is a pretty long-range map. We're probably going to see maybe a long-range comp, maybe at least a good, maybe like a Splatling, up sniper, something like that. Very prominent on this map, so pro can do a good job dealing with things like that. It's going to be interesting to see what specials they roll with, what they do with, like, some teams like to bomb spam here. Some teams are hyper aggro for a lot of flanks here. There's a lot of options, like, for movement on this map, for, like, just different ways to push in. So I think this opening is going to be really interesting to see how each team tries to start off, and we're going to be getting into it.
We're going to be getting into it very shortly. We might be having a couple of technical difficulties at the moment. So we will be getting into it, but maybe not right this second. Very shortly here. As now you see a shot of the venue. People starting to show up, as I said. You know, got a couple of teams here. Hitzel just walked in. Probably about to start causing trouble.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for him to, if he walks this way, he's not gonna walk this way. He's gonna play some video games.
Yeah. Yeah, what a shame indeed. But yeah.
Seeing this great gameplay on stream right now.
Great gameplay.
Really, a great job from Furika over here. They have all the control in the map right now. Maybe not pushing as high up as I would like them to. They're not really pushing far. They're kind of
actually, I think
laid back in zone.
If we look at our overhead here, we actually see two members of Furika have pushed up quite far.
Oh,
here comes that suction bomb. Or suction bomb. Wow. Curling bomb launcher. That's when you know that you haven't seen that special in a while.
Oh, and now the Splat bomb launcher coming off from KGP, they're going to be putting all the pressure on with these.
All of the pressure, all of the map control going in the hands of Furika at the moment. Now we've got a couple specials being popped by the members of Tougher Puffers, but
kind of getting snuffed out there, not really going the distance. Yeah. We see Oregon, you know, kind of sharking right under the drop there. It's actually going to fall back a bit, but great game from Furika.
Coming out from Furika.
So that's going to give them the 0-0 lead.
The 0-0 lead
does not mean
on Furika.
As, yeah, we're going to actually play this game now, I think, because hopefully our issues are fixed.
Yeah, I think they went ahead, had a couple of issues with audio, so no networking or anything, but they already started the lobby. So we'll be hopping into this very, very shortly between Furika and Tougher Puffers. Should be an interesting match to watch. I forget whose I think it was Tougher Puffers that made it into semifinals last year in bronze. I could be wrong in saying that, but I think it was them.
I'll listen to you. I got no better input.
Yeah, you weren't
so.
here.
I mean, they've been around the block. Like,
Oh, definitely.
What is this? What land is this for them? Fourth, third, fifth?
They've been a few.
I've seen them at least 2.
Yeah. and,
So-
and I saw them at. They were definitely in SNS last year.
They play games. They
sure do play games.
Supporting Splatoon.
I mean, all these people play games. All these people out here supporting Splatoon. It's great to see. It's going to be great to continue seeing even into day 3 when we get the real exciting matches starting to happen. Not to say that this isn't exciting, of course, but
I'm plenty excited, K-Bot. I don't know about you.
Oh,
I'm
I am
plenty
too.
excited.
I am too. I was a little tired yesterday to be extremely excited, but I am now thoroughly excited. Now that I'm well rested, but we are going to be hopping into this next match. The teams are able to pick different weapons, so we might not be seeing that curling bomb rush coming out again
What was that
from
from the
Furika.
Flames Zone?
From the Aerospray.
Aerospray, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what these weapons have, man. They're going some wild stuff. I wonder if those were meme picks.
Yeah. So we'll see what these teams bring forward to us.
Hey.
As we hop into this lobby, it looks like they're just about set here. Worst case scenario, we'll have the game to you in 30 seconds or so. But great stuff to see, especially in that last game that we just saw coming out from Furika.
Yeah, they were really strong.
They were really strong.
Kind of looked like Tougher Puffers wasn't even trying,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Sorry for doing this to you.
Why? I love doing this. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you apologizing? You're not the kind of person to apologize. That wasn't even sincere.
Anyways, we are getting into game 1, actually.
Game 1. Let's go here, folks.
Round 2.
Round 2. Bronze pools.
Bringing us to Wahoo World Splat zones. As we're going to be seeing Furika in the blue, Tougher Puffers in the green.
We see the Aerospray come out anyway.
Yeah,
All right.
So
I'm a fan.
This is double bomb launcher still? Yes,
I
question mark? No?
believe so.
I have to find it. All right, so interesting comms. I like the Swiffer choice here. A very non-conventional weapon, but that range actually can get you some really clean takes from the Swiffer here. As definitely, I think Tougher Puffers has the range advantage, and they're going to be using it as they're going to be getting 3 picks here to start off this game. As Jet with the Splat umbrella coming in hot. With the Swiffer behind him. They're going to get them picks with the bomb. 2 picks with the bomb rush. As Jet is just going off right now. Tougher Puffers going off as a whole. Jet is just going to keep moving forward. He has no fear with his shield. Going to be having to lose his shield to the splash down though, but he's just schmooving and schmooving, K-Bot.
Yeah, indeed. In a 3-down situation there is going to allow these members of Tougher Puffers to extend extremely far into their opponent's base. But here comes the rest of Furika trying to work their way back in the zone, especially with this Link Roller going to go ahead and pop the Splat Bomb launcher, but is going to go ahead and get taken out by Izzy as Tougher Puffers continues to come back into the zone and trap it yet again.
So two bomb rushes kind of coming out separately here for Furika. I think they had a good idea, but kind of just fell short in execution. And Tougher Puffers has been doing a great job both with aggression, but also they had the necessary members fall back and respond to the way Furika was moving in really well. And Tougher Puffers starting off with a really strong game 1 there in response, after,
in response to that game 0.
Yeah, after Furika kind of really whooped them in that first game. Now Tougher Puffers responding really well. That's going to be a 1-0 lead for them. Like I was trying to say, they had really strong aggression from the start. They got those 3 picks, kind of, I think, using really well range. The Swiffer, like I said, I like that pick, and it's going to get up 6 kills. All the members kind of doing a great job. We saw the Hydra come back, and while he did get taken out in trade, he was able to trade because he stood back, waited for them to come to him, kept them out the zone for a bit. And Furika tried to follow up with a bomb launcher, but the Swiffer able to come back from Furika's side of the base, come back to the zone, get those picks with that range while they're just chucking bombs, and really just a great team effort from Tougher Puffers.
Indeed there. Excellent teamwork and coordination there, allowing them to take the quick game 1. We're going to hop next, though, into Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track with 2 very easy, or pretty easy overall choke points. It's, in my opinion, this map is all about getting past those.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you. And also, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how each team, again, uses those specials, has that aggression. Because if you can get pushed up on that right side in front of the Rainmaker, you will have the opportunity for a lot of points. Also, if you push up, a lot of teams kind of tend to forget about the left side here at times, of climbing up that left block to the other team's spawn. If you can either flank from there or even get a push there, that could be something that can really throw the other team off. So it's going to be interesting to see if teams are both ready for that and willing to use that option.
Yeah, indeed. Rainmaker being a mode where you'll generally see the Rainmaker go in one area, but there are sometimes two, maybe three paths in each map. But looks like the teams are set. We're going to be hopping into this game 2 coming up here very shortly. We're going to see here what both of these teams have to offer. Can Tougher Puffers follow that impressive game 1 up? We've got a Luna Blaster now coming out from Furika, and it looks like we have a switch to the Heavy instead of the Hydra coming out here from Tougher Puffers.
So Furika just running a super short range comp right here. Very hoping to see a lot of aggression from them, but Tougher is going to have a range advantage. And Scrubbo rolling in here, gets the 2-for-1 trade, but that's going to be a wipe as his teammates clean up behind him. Izzy's going to be moving up with a Squiffer, and that Squiffer just outranges every weapon from Furika. So if Izzy is on point with the aim, she's going to be Oregon coming behind, but the Wrangler is moving ahead. They're going to be jumping in that's 3v3 right now. Blackie trying to stay alive with these specials. He's able to find the kills, Blackjack. However, Izzy says, sit down.
Sit down.
Get in the pick, but they're going to have a tough time getting this Rainmaker pop as he kind of have to fall back. Opts to just stay alive, get map control, and not kind of rush in and get that with the Rainmaker. So good on that.
Izzy, though, as well, getting that pick onto the Rainmaker, not letting that go any further. Izzy here at the moment, acting very much as the MVP for Tougher Puffers, but it looks like it's another 3-down situation for Furika. This is going to allow Tougher Puffers to push yet again forward, but we're going to make sure that they have plenty of room to do so before going about to repair.
And look at that nice pick coming out from Izzy using that right side. As the ball is going to come out now, that's going to push Furika way back now as Izzy makes that person drop off the plat. Not able to defend quite fast enough, but able to get the push. Yeah. Izzy is going off, but I think the whole team on Tougher Puffers is going off right now. We're seeing picks coming out from every member right now as they're still not going to be able to pop the Rainmaker once again, but they have this runner alive on left. They're able to find one pick as Blackie, instead of dropping the Rainmaker, is going to go on the offense. Scrubble now getting up to Ryu, getting that pick, and Tougher Puffers is just putting on a clinic right now. Really quick aggression, really clutch kills they're finding. They're not even overextending beyond like their limits. They're falling back when they need to, playing safe when they need to. And I mean, if you just look, Izzy popping off with 11 kills in what, like 2 minutes, maybe less?
It was probably less than that, but I think, like you mentioned at the beginning of that match, we didn't see any long-range weapons like at all. I think our largest was that splatter shot, right? So from Furika not being able to have that range, not being able to have that solid backline, kind of backfired a little bit on them when Tougher Puffers came out with a full-on aggressive thing. It only took them 1 or 2 wipes, and they were already knocking on the door of that pedestal.
Yeah, and I mean, Humpback can be like deceivingly long range, because while that middle, like those slopes, can aid short range weapons a lot, when you get to that push, when you get to that right elbow, or when you're just defending from like the mid or the window, those kind of peaks where those backlines like to look out from, it can be really hard to get to these people, especially when you have like a Splatling push up and kind of just get set up, or like again that Squiffer that they were not able to reach. When you have Pink getting in front of you, like it just gets really hard, and it can snowball so quick when you don't have that option. So I wonder if Furika has it in them to make that switch to a different composition here on Tower Sturgeon, which is another map that long-range weapons can do pretty well on, especially things like Stingray, etc.
Definitely expect to see the GG Ray come out here from both of these teams. Tower control. It's so easy with that Stingray to just point that at the tower and force your opponents to get off of it. That's the largest thing. That's the name of the game as far as what we've seen as a staple of the tower control meta for quite some time. But we're going to be getting into this now. It's game 3. Furika needs to take a game here to stay alive in the set. Of course, we've still got 2 more rounds of Bronze Pool action coming your way, but here we are coming out again, and a double blaster now coming out from Furika.
So this is really interesting choice. I'm not sure if I agree with it just right off the bat, but I mean, we'll see how it's used. Because double blaster can kind of suffer from pain a lot, especially when you don't have those long range weapons. If you are outranged and outpainted with a blaster, you can have a real big trouble moving in. And it's, wow, Izzy finding a great pick. I didn't even see that guy myself. So Izzy, with the eyes, getting that nice pick on that blaster. And that's going to be already a 3v2 for Tougher Puffers. But Izzy is just going off fine. Everyone in Izzy's eyesight is going down, but the Sploot's going to be running up and Izzy now. They're going to pop the baller.
Going to get the pick
and
in anticipation.
Yeah, Oregon is just not ready for it. Great baller coming out, as now the Raid is going to come out to put even more pressure on Furika. And Izzy, Tougher Puffers just has all the runes to move over now, but Ryuga sharking on top. Again, Izzy with the Squiffer and another.
That's a 3-down situation for Furika. Now it's a wipe for Furika. They're going to get past this last checkpoint. They're probably going to be able to take the game off of that. Izzy trying to get one last pick, but it's going to go down. Nonetheless, Tougher Puffers with the knockout in 3 games. They are going to take the set. Of course, the story here that we saw the whole time was Izzy, but by the very same token, you can't have just Izzy go in and take care of everything. The rest of the members of Tougher Puffers there being able to take care, cover all of the other bases, you know, get the pain out when needed, get that Stingray out when needed. But impressive showing there from Tougher Puffers and Izzy, taking that 3-0, and we'll see where they go from here. Maybe we'll see them later today in Bronze Finals.
I mean, like you said, you think they were semi-finalists in Bronze last year?
Something like that.
Something like